Hello everyone, welcome back to the first game of the Gaming 2022 Flames of War Championships. So this first game will be between Jimmy and Richard playing as the British and the Americans. Following up will be my game with Dave. So here we have, so they basically Richard went with manoeuvre and James played it safe and went for defence, and we ended up with the breakthrough mission. Now if you would like to see what lists they were using, I have done an intro video with all the lists, so you can have a little look and maybe put a little bet on who might win. And so that is it, so we'll go straight into the deployment for the mission.
Okay, so we're all set up for the mission today. James picked defend, Richard picked manoeuvre, so we have the breakthrough mission. Basically Richard put his objectives over here, so James is defending this corner and this corner. We have the OP by here, second platoon in this building, we have 6-pounders on the hill here with the 25s behind, and then another platoon in the HQ looking ready to go for this objective. And in ambush we have the 6-pounders, and then we have in reserve a platoon of infantry, the mortars, the honeys and the grants. For the Americans, they're attacking from this corner, and what is in reserve is the paratroopers, so everything else is ready to go. And give a quick pan of the battlefield and we're off. So obviously they're about to shake hands. Here we go, and off they go to American turn 1. But before we start,
I was wondering why you weren't doing the template. Yeah,
James has artillery expert and diversionary tactics. So you're going to do the tactics first, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically, James gets to move one of these ranged in markers 6 inches in any direction. So most likely off these 6-pounders, yeah?
Hopefully.
Okay, so he'll go there, and then artillery expert means he gets to place one of his ranged in markers anywhere.
Yeah, I'll move that chair now. I'll fold it up. Oh, that's good. That's a real pain in the arse.
So that'll cover 2 mortars and an assault gun.
That didn't occur to me about putting them so close together.
Okay, so we are now going into American turn 1.
There we go.
Okay, American movement, everything is tactically moved up because they are infantry blocking them by there. So now we can go into American shooting. Are you firing smoke?
Yeah.
Okay, so smoke first. Where's it going?
Okay, so from these guys. Oh, shall we just check?
Okay, so smoke bombardment. You can roll 3 dice at the same time. So you need 4s. Just. Okay, so the smoke will be going across here, and then we'll get back to more shooting. Right. So the jeep is ranging in by here. This is as far as it can go, but it's covering 4 bases. 5. So needing the 6 to range in because they are green. Oh, they do final attempt.
They're hitting on 6s.
So there are 4 guys in the building. Okay, 4 guys needing 6s, and obviously you re-roll in your successfuls as well. So 1 cock dice, yeah.
No.
And then 1 guy outside, so just roll 2 dice for him, I guess, if you want. Nope. So, but ranged in. Okay, so the rest of the scout troop are firing into the infantry here. So this is the 30 cals for a lot first, so needing not that, so missed. So it'd be 4s normally, 5s concealment, 6 gone to ground.
Yeah.
And then I think it's 4 50 cal shots then, isn't it? So 4 50 cals from the scout cars, again needing 6s. 1
hit.
So obviously you can assign it to in the building, that front building or that building, whatever you like.
I'll put it in on the front building.
Okay, do you want to swap or leave it as it is?
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so 3 up save. Pass.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Okay, so just about last, Richard, it is the MGs that are going into this building from the stuarts. So
yeah,
that will be 20 shots hitting on 6s, because obviously 5 MGs each.
I've only got 19 for some
Okay,
reason.
there's the 20th dice. dice by this. So first one, 1 6. 4 more 6s.
Pins.
You're pinned.
1 and 2.
And then, yeah, so there are 5 hits total. So basically that's 1 on everyone in the building which they can see, and then 1 in the front building.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much everything that can be done.
That's
So
all we've got to do.
Okay, so I'll just work backwards.
okay, so guy in the front building is okay, and everyone else. So 1 fail, 2 fail, 3 fail. So 3 potentials here, Rich. So
Yeah,
you'll
need
need 6s. 1.
1.
So 1 guy in the building goes, and we'll see what else. I think that might be it for your shooting.
Yeah, that's all my shooting.
Because we got the smoke there.
Oh, I might be able to get a sneaky one into there.
Okay.
So he's moved. So and he'll fire with his. Oh, could he fire with his?
Yeah, it is in the forward arc.
Just. So I'll be on a 7, will it?
Yeah, so 2 shots on a 7 for the main gun. Potential.
6x5.
No, and then the turret will be a 7 as well, so no. Okay. And that is it, so now we're going to British turn. Okay, so British turn, the only thing we have to do is a rally test on a 4 up. They do not rally, so they're bailed out. Now, is your ambush coming in now? So ambush is coming in now. So we've declared that, so you might as well roll for your reserve. 1 dice. Needing a 5 up? No. So we go into British movement. Okay, so this is where the ambush was popped. Staying 4 inches away because of the concealment and right on the edge of the deployment zone. The platoon that did not rally shuffled over sideways into these buildings, moving away from the enemy. And the HQ has moved to help with motivations on the 25 pounders, and this platoon is moving towards our objective. So now we're going into British shooting. Are you going to just start with your bombardment, or?
Yes, I didn't realise that the.
So Richard was hoping, because they can't see the marker, it's okay. But
I forgot.
there's an OP by here. So there was 2 mortars and an assault gun. So 2 mortars are being hit on 4s. 1, that one. So a save.
What is it?
Anti-tank 3.
Yes.
Fine, and then 1 assault gun is hit. So again, the same. Yeah, they're fine.
But they're not pinned.
No, not pinned. Okay, and then
Oh, that could be worse.
the favourite one now, which will be the 6 pounder ambush.
Thunder, yeah.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, hopefully it'll cool off now.
Just into the shermans.
So the shermans, so it looks short range, be concealment, so it'll be hit on 4s.
6 shots.
6 shots, hitting on 4s. So that's a hit on everyone. So 89 into your rear is a 4, so you'll need 5s to equal. So
Do you want me to do it separately?
yeah, do it so like we'll go from top to bottom. So first one's bad, second one's bad, third one is potentials okay, and the other one's a bounce. So do you want to do the kills first, James?
Yep.
So top one is 4+ firepower, bailed to bail. He's bailed, and then that's it. So we've got 3 bailed Shermans. So there we go, and I think that is your shooting.
Okay.
Okay, so turn 2, smoke is gone, and of course we have 3 remount checks for the Americans. So you need a 4+, but roll 2 dice for each tank because your HQ is right next to them. So the furthest up is back in, and then the middle guy is back in, and the final guy is 1 cock dice is back in. Terrible. So we go into American movement. American movement, these are pushed up to the 6 pounders, and everything is pushing up this way apart from the Shermans, who are just going to fire over the heads because of the high ground. And that's it. So going into shooting, you're going to fire smoke again.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the assault guns are going to be firing smoke to obscure the 6 pounders. So they're ranging in right by here, needing 4s. They do get 1
Just.
again, so the smoke will be covering the 6-pounders. Okay, so the scout trooper firing at the 25-pounders, so 30 cals can only hit this guy, so you'll need 4s normally, 5s for concealment.
Oh, fab.
And no hits. And then you got 4 50 cals that are going to be hitting on 5s. 4. 1 hit.
Oh, rubbish.
So that'll be a 4-up save, which James fails on a 2, so a 5-up. No.
1 hit.
Okay, so that is that bit done. Okay, so we got 3 of them are firing at the guys up on the ridge, and then the other guy, because he's lower down, only this guy can hit him. So
oh my word!
You missed every single one.
Didn't move specially.
Okay, there we go. So next up, is it going to be the Lees?
Yeah, Lee's firing MGs.
Okay, so what's that? 5 each, is it?
Yeah.
Did you?
4 only, unfortunately. Can I still fire my secondary weapon? No, it has to be all MGs, isn't it? Yeah, it could be 3. Wait a sec, it'll be 3, is it?
Yep, so Lees are firing at MGs into the 6-pounders, requiring 6s, so that's 4 dice each. And here we go. We have 2.
Better.
2 saves for you then, James. Yeah, so I get the closest guy down here, so need a 3-up save. Fail, middle guy. Pass. So a 6-up will kill.
Yep.
So 2 hits on
2 hits.
these guys. Right. HQ firing. Yeah, they were targeting the hill, no hits. And again, needing 6s. So you've got the Stuarts, the mortars, and the mortar jeep to fire.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the mortar jeep ranging in on a 6 right by here. First attempt, no. Second attempt, no. Third attempt, no. So that is not ranged in by there.
Mortars.
Angle of the mortars, they're going to be further down this side from the half-track mortars. So we'll see if we can do that. Okay, so this is the mortar jeeps ranging in. We'll only be able to clip 2 of them. So first attempt, you need a 5. No. Second attempt, no. Final attempt, no.
Oh, dice is turn.
Okay, so the only other thing really that could really shoot at them are the Stuarts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the Stuarts are going to be splitting their fire, so one of them can see 2 of the 6-pounders, the other 2 can see the guy on the ridge, the other guy is going to, was it MGs into the building?
No, he'll fire his normal gun because
Okay.
he'll pinned.
So,
He'll be pinned,
yeah,
aren't they?
you're already
So
pinned,
we'll do that one first.
Okay, so 4's normally, so yeah, 6 would hit. So a 3-up save, pass. Okay, and then do your 5 shots that can hit 2 of the 6-pounders.
Okay.
So again, it's going to be 6s. So just do one bunch of 5s. No hits, and then the other 10 can only hit the guy in the middle. So again, even 6s. 3. So you're 1 short of pinning, but it's all on that one guy. Go on, James. 3 saves to make.
Terrible dice is turn.
And we have a 5, a 6, and I can't see the final one.
A 4.
A 4. So he's good.
Right, last one.
What do you mean last one? You rolled.
Oh, that's all of them,
Yeah,
is it?
that's all of your shooting.
I
So
didn't pin him.
did not pin them.
Can't believe it.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to go through that assault then, aren't you? Are you?
Yeah.
All right, we'll stop.
We've also seen definitely the only 2 6s I'm ever going to roll this.
Right then, so move him closest to closest.
Yeah.
So 4-inch move. So he's probably the only guy who can get that back guy. So well, move him into contact.
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll go there. He'll go there, and I think those 2. And then James, you get 6 dice hitting on 3s. That's 1 miss, I would say. Oh, okay. 2 misses, so a hit on each of them. Now this is hitting your side armour, Richard.
Yeah.
So
5s.
yeah, 5s to equal. So this guy, but you don't want to equal either, because if he bails 2 of them, it stops. So that one, bad. That guy, okay. That guy, potentially bailed, and that guy is bad. So the assault is failed. So move them back. Move them back.
Because I've lost 2, is it?
Yeah, because 2 are bailed.
Yeah.
So 2 you can kill. 1 is dead, and then 1 you can bail. No. So you lose 1, and then 1's bailed.
My choice?
Yeah, it shouldn't make too much difference.
Yep.
So we'll get back to that. Okay, so that's how we ended up. We randomised which one was bailed because we were going to keep on track. So he's dead, he's bailed, and we go into British turn 2.
Oh my word. Can't believe it didn't pin those.
British turn 2, we have a rally test on the British infantry here on a 4+. They do rally, and then you have 2 dice for reserves. 1. Well, just double check this isn't cocked. It's not. So we have a unit coming in of your choice, and it comes from either of whichever corner you want. You don't have to randomise it. So we will see in the movement phase what is coming in. Okay, British movement phase, Grants have moved here to, looks like, to engage the Lees. This infantry platoon have moved in behind the palm grove for cover. HQ is dug in, and nothing else has moved because this N6 pounder can see the mortars here. We have checked line of sight from the front of it, so you will be able to see a long range concealed shot, but it is doable. And that is it, so now we're going into shooting. The lone 6 pounder. 2 shots, so it's 4s because they've been upgraded, 5's concealment, 6 for range. No. Okay, there we go, that's sorted. These 6 pounders here are going to be firing at the stuarts, so this guy can only see the back 2. So I think it will be range for him. Just double check. It'll just check to that closest. Oh no, it is short, so it's 2 shots hitting on 2s. So it's 2 hits, so that's that guy, and then you've got 4 more shots again hitting on 2s. You see, whoa. Yeah, so assign them how you like. Oh, so that. Oh yeah, so everyone's got hits on him apart from that guy's got 2. So one of them is long range, Rich. So your front armor goes to 4.
Yeah.
And that's the guy right back there, so he can equal on a 5. He does not.
Should be running your dice.
Yeah, and then everything now is going to be 6s.
4 dice. Okay, so the one at the back.
Nope.
No. Middle one.
That's him.
No. And front
guy.
No.
So
Can't roll 6s today.
So the double firepower. Dead.
Dead.
That guy. Bailed. That guy. Dead. That guy. Bailed.
Oh.
Okay, so was it dead?
Dead, no. Yeah, dead, bailed.
Yeah, I think so.
Grants onto Lees, 2 of them have open shots and 1 of them will be concealed because he's firing through the rack. So that will be hitting on 4s.
So, separate.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting these aren't Americans. So it's 2 shots, so we're going to be hitting on 3s from your main guns. So that's 1 hit, and then your turrets are hitting on 4s because it's +1, so 1 more hit. And then the one firing through concealment is going to be a 4, no, and then the turret, no. So you are 1 main gun and 1 little gun, so I'm guessing the active tanks?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the little turret there, and then the main gun there, and then you can swap.
Okay. I swap the main gun to the bale tank.
Okay, so
On
roll
a...
that. No.
No.
Okay, so your front armor is a 5, so a 2 will equal.
A short ranger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's.
Yeah, so the turret is, but the other one is long range. Okay, so it'll be a 2 to equal on the turret shot. You bounce, and then it'll be a front armor will go to 6, so a 3 to equal on the main gun, which you bounce as well. Okay, so I think we have more shooting because the 25 pounders could do something. Okay, the 25 pounders are now going to open up into the scout cars. One of them is long range, so we'll be hitting on 4s. 1 hit, and then the other is going to be hitting on 3s. 1 cock dice, but 1 hit, so it's a hit on everyone. So the 2 scout cars and the jeep. So your scout cars, who are front armor 1, even with the 2, will not stop. So 2 3-ups to kill the scout cars, but it's important because maybe defensive fire. So a 3, bailed, dead, and then just a 4-up save on your jeep. He survives. Okay, so the middle scout car is dead and the end one is bailed, because that was important for the purposes of potential assaults coming in.
Sorry.
Okay, so we've gone straight into the assault phase. So this scout car is bailed, so you will not be helping with defensive fire, but this jeep is still active. This Lee cannot help out because there's a tank here and everything else is bailed. So Richard, you have 3 shots from your jeep.
Is it stopped because he sneaks up?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he did not fire, so he sneaked up on him. You didn't fire or move your units, did you? So he's sneaked up on him. So you're hitting on a 3+. 1 dice.
Come on.
Miss. Okay, but now Richard needs the counter attack.
Yeah, on 6 is it?
4.
4.
A 4. Oh, he does. Now if you kill again on a 5-up with...
Oh, James. Sorry, mate. But you only lose 1 man. I'd have lost about 6.
Yeah, you would have lost the scout
Everything.
car.
What? All of that.
Yeah, and they would have...
Good move. I didn't swap.
Right, get rid of
still
your guy,
really-
and you get to consolidate 4 inches with your jeep. How would you do that?
And then I can't pin those.
Yeah, but it turns out you are brilliant in assault with green troops.
Well-
So we go into American turn 3. Okay, so we go into American motivation. Let's do him first because he's the only one not within reroll range. So 4
Yeah.
up and he gets back in. He does. And now roll 2 dice for everything. So the scout car is 4s.
Yep.
Yes in. And now it's the Stuarts.
First Stuart, nearest Stuart. Yep.
Yeah, furthest
Further Stuart.
No.
No.
So they need to do a last stand.
Yep.
So you get 2 dice though on a 4 up.
4.
Nope.
No! Oh!
Justice for James.
No Stuarts usually.
The bailed out one stays.
Oh yeah, okay. And he's do they spike it then? Do they?
Yeah,
blow it
they just chuck a grenade in and
Oh,
they
that's a
leave it.
shame.
Okay, so yeah, justice for James. So that bit is done, and we go into American movement.
Is
Okay,
it?
so we did roll for reserves as well for Richard because it's turn 3, and we have the paratroopers arriving. Okay, so we've doubled back a few turns because I just flipped over the card for the jeep, and basically it's unarmoured, so it cannot charge into contact and must break off. So we've gone back, done that. So that infantry team who died is there, which means the scout car died, and that Lee who ran away died, and that Stuart, and then the scout car went to here, did a last stand, and he passed. So we're back to normal. So for everyone who's already typed up that, it's been resolved. So there we go. Continuing with American movement, which is about 10%.
Yeah. Well, the Paras have run on.
Yes. the
Not Kurahi, you said they're
Yes,
not. They're not those ones.
82nd Airborne, so we're about 10% through your movement. Okay, so American movement, the Shermans have gone up onto the ridge, the 2 HQ Lees have gone to also help. These 3 Lees have moved over this direction, and the jeep has moved to here. And that's it, so now we go into American shooting. Oh, and the American paratroopers are over here. 5 shots on 4+ from the paratroopers. 2, so assign them as you like, Richard.
What's here? There's no machine guns. It's just the boys and
The boys are mortar, and then the rest are rifle brand gun teams.
boys. No, just actually rifle Bren gun.
Do you want to swap them off into anyone else, James?
No.
No. Okay, so 2 saves to make. So first one, dead. Honestly, I know infantry
You got
saves.
loads.
2 dead.
You got loads.
Less. 2 less now. Okay, next up, we have Shermans onto Krantz. So that is 8 shots hitting on 5s, 4s normally, +1 because of the stabilizers. and we
Oh
have
my
one hit. So that's front armor 5, taking an AT 10 shot. So you need a 5 to equal. No, 3 plus. Dead. So just anyway, this guy's the closest. So pop. He is gone.
Same with these.
Okay, so you got 2 Lees. One of them's a long barrel gun.
Yep.
So that's 2 shots hitting on 5s. Miss, and then the short. Miss, and then you have 2 turrets hitting on 5s. No. Then you got the other Lees.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, the assault guns are ranging in on the 6-pounders. So, no. No. Yes, that is. So there's a skill 4. So,
Yeah.
3 dice, needing 6s. One hit. So they're pinned, and 1 save to make. 3 plus save coming up. Here we go. Okay, so the mortar half tracks are ranging in on this building here. They will get a first attempt. So what's in the building
3, 4, 5 in the building.
So 5 guys in the building hit on 4s, but then there's 2 outside who are not in bulletproof cover. So that's 4 hits. So do the guys in the bulletproof first would be easiest.
All 4?
Yeah, all 4. 1 fails, so 4 to kills. And then there's 2 guys outside Richard, so you have a mortar team, you're hitting on a 4.
1 hit. Oh, sorry, I should have
As they lie, that is the mortar team, so a 3 up save James on the mortar team dies. So 1 guy in the building and the mortar team dies. And they're pinned. Okay, so the mortar jeep is ranging in by here.
Oh no, I don't think he can't reach the 6-pounders.
So ranging in here would be a 6 to range in. No. 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 And then the other jeep, I'm guessing, will fire at the 6-pounders.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so 1 hit. No hit, sorry.
Hits.
And I think that is your shooting.
That was a terrible play for me.
Bloody hell, I'm surprised the Grant survived.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we go into British turn 3. British turn 3, we only have 1 rally test to do over here on a 4 plus. Yeah, it's 4 plus. Nope. And then you have 3 dice for reserves.
Oh, and that money.
Oh yeah, rally on the 6-pounders. They're fearless. They rally. Okay. And 3 dice for reserves, of course, needing 5s. We get 2. 2 6s. So the honeys and probably the other infantry platoon, I would guess. Okay, so British movement. These are the reserves coming on by here. So we have the infantry platoon, and the Stuarts have done a tactical move, so they can fire their MGs here. These guys tried to dig in but failed, so for now a gone to ground marker has been put on them, and this platoon here that is pinned have got managed to dig in, and they're also gone to ground as well. So we go into British shooting. Okay, starting off, 25-pounders are ranging right by here, so they are veterans, so 3, so it'll be ranging in on a 4 because of the terrain. Second attempt, got it. So there are 7 rifle teams under there. They're hitting on 5s because these are careful paratroopers. And we have 2 hits. So we'll just roll the same. So 1 dies.
Yep.
And then there is a bazooka, James, who's missed. An LMG is missed, and the mortar is missed. So I guess you want to open up with the honeys then?
Yep. And I'm pinned anyway, aren't I?
Yeah, you're pinned, so I'll get a marker. So pinned, and you're hitting on 5s because of the concealment.
3 lots of 5s.
3 lots of 5s come in, so there's 3 there. 2 more.
Maybe I should have just had them hiding.
So there's a lot there, but only so many can get allocated hits. Okay, so basically, due to range and obviously because it's tall terrain, is 4 shots on the LMG and 4 shots on this rifle team. So what are you doing first, Rich?
Rifle team.
Okay, rifle team. Dies. Just once, but good rolling now.
And the LMGs, please don't die. Die.
Dies.
Only just as well.
So they're down 2 rifle teams and an LMG at the moment.
The LMG.
Okay. Next up, 6-pounders back here, if that is what James wants to fire next.
Fire it.
Okay, so he's firing at the lees here, long range with concealment, so that is 6 shots, 3s, 4s, 5s required. No hits.
Hard luck.
Okay, other 6-pounders are going to fire at the same unit, so 6 shots hitting on 3s this time. So it's a hit on each. There's a lot of 2s there. So your front arm is 5, so 4s to equal. So first one bad, second one bad, last one 3 1s. Now 4s require. So point out which one you're rolling for.
I'll go top bottom.
Top to bottom. So the first one is dead. Second one is bailed. Other one is dead. So dead, bailed, dead.
Fire at the HQ.
Okay, Grants are firing at the HQ. So that is one of, actually both can see him clearly, so it's going to be on 3. So the main guns firing, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and then the turrets are going to be hitting on 4s. So 2 hits. So basically, what you could do is put all the turret hits onto one tank.
Yeah.
So swapping it. So you'd have to roll first, though.
Okay. So sorry, what's happening?
So obviously, James will probably do 75, 75, and then turret and turret,
yeah,
and then you could swap it so all the turrets are on one tank. Give it more survivability.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you though?
Yes.
Swap it. So let's see. You
Yes.
do. So I'm guessing all the turrets will be on the HQ,
Yeah.
and then all the health. So do him first. So that's 2 dice. 2s all equal.
Fine.
Bounce, bounce, and then the other one is going to be 4s to equal.
Just one?
2 dice.
2 dice. 4's equal. Yes.
Bounce, bounce. What a shame.
Jelly cannons.
Okay, and then unless you wanted to, well, these guys are pinned and too far away to do anything, and I think you'd rather these guys go to the ground anyway, I think. Okay, so that is British shooting, and we're going to American turn 4. Okay, American motivation starting up, you have 2 dice to try and remount this guy, so needing 4s, yes, and then you got a 3+ rally, 1 dice, on your paratroopers. They do not rally. And then you have 2 last stands, so 1 on the Jeep, who stays somehow, and then 2 dice for the Lee, who stays. And he's not. Thingied, and you get the crack on with your movement. American movement, of course the paratroopers have dug in. Shermans have remained stationary. So the remaining tank of that Lee has moved over to here, tactical move. Richard, don't move him now. And one of the other Lees have moved around because that was the only one that could be hit by the 6-pounders. So that is 1 Lee there that hasn't moved. And the Jeep has moved to here, tried to cross into the woods, but failed. So it's here now. And that is it for American movement. Okay, starting off, this Lee on his own is firing into the ground, so you got 2 hull shots hitting on 5s, miss, and then the turret hitting on a 5. Hit. James, a 2 to equal. Bounce. Okay, and then your HQ, is it?
Yeah, both on there.
Okay, so one of them is hitting...
No, actually, I'll do all the Shermans.
All the Shermans, so that is 8
shots.
shots hitting on 4s. I think this is the Grant's gone now, James.
Has to be.
I don't think so.
You don't... Oh, James is confident.
Oh my word.
That's 2 hits each. So you'll be needing 5s to equal.
That's
So first one, so do two at a time. So
that's okay. That's statistics.
So first one, bounce and a pen. Second one, pen. So the one with 2 pens on him, Rich, needing 3s.
Yep.
Dead, and then the other remaining guy needing a 3 to kill. Dead.
Finally.
Okay, so
First
the
one.
mortars are trying to range in here, needing a 5 up. Got
Yeah.
it first time. Pass me the template, James.
There's only 2 of them, isn't it?
It probably will be. Yeah, so that guy there, just 1 dice. Hit. And then the middle guy, miss.
But they are pinned.
Yeah, so a save on the 6 pounder, which you fail, and then on a 4 up the kill.
Yes.
So 1 6 pounder down and pinned. Jeep mortar is also ranging here, needing a 6, and all 3 attempts have failed. So now we have the HQ Lees.
Yeah.
The
All these. Give it a sec. It's whether I go for those or whether I go for those. I'll go for those.
Okay, so it's 3 dice, repeat bombardment here, needing 4s. Hit on 2 of them, so roll 2 dice for each because it's a repeat. So first guy is okay, second guy is potential, so I think it's still 4 up.
4.
Got
Yes.
him. And they're pinned as well. So the Lees are firing at the 6 pounder, so one of them has moved, so it's 2 dice hitting on 6s. No, and then the one who is remains.
The turret.
Do him after.
Okay.
And then 2 needing 5s because he hasn't moved.
Yep, just for concealed, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No, and then do the 2 turret shots. That's going to be 5s as a secondary weapon. No, 6s, sorry. No, but you missed anyway. That's it, unless you want to keep your paratroopers gone to ground.
Para is gone to ground.
Okay, Jeep could fire.
Oh yeah, Jeep will fire at.
You might be able to fire. If you're within 6 inches, you could hit him and him.
Yeah.
But it'll just be 4s normally, 5s concealment, 6 because they've gone to ground. Is that within? Yeah, he can be hit.
Because I
He's within 6.
Oh, I
Within
didn't realise
6.
it. Oh, cool.
Only him.
Yeah, only him.
Yep. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay,
2
6
shots.
hits. 2 hits. Survives. There you go. There's the 3 plus saves, and I do believe that is all you're shooting now.
Yeah.
Rich. Okay, so we now go into British turn 4. Okay, British turn 4. We have 3 pin down units. Where we starting? These 3 plus the rally. They rally.
Oh.
The infantry here rally, and then 6 pounders back here. Everything rallies, and of course the mortars are coming in from reserve.
Yeah.
Right then, so British movement. The mortars have moved here. 3rd platoon is moving up to engage the paratroopers. The honeys are also moving up, keeping out of danger close. 1st platoon by here has dug in, and 2nd platoon has left the building and are within assault range on this Jeep. And that is it. So now we're going into British shooting. Okay, shooting phase. Artillery first. And it's going to be a repeat down by here. So now there are only 5.
Actually, I'll fire the honeys first just because otherwise I might lose an opportunity to shoot them.
Okay, right. Now the honeys can only target that guy because he's within 2 inches of the edge. So that is 15 shots hitting on 6s now because 4s normally, 5s concealed, and they go on the ground.
Oh, they've got 5 shots as well, yeah.
Yeah. So first 5 missed, second... You're rolling more than 5. Oh no, you are. Oh, look, like a lot more than 5. 1 cock dice. No, nothing from the honeys.
Right, now what to do?
Okay, so there are now 5 rifle teams. Yeah. And you hit 3 of them.
There's 6s.
Okay, so roll your 3 saves on the rifle team. So first one is okay. Re-rolling, okay. Next one.
This is 2, yeah?
Yeah. Is potential dead. And then next one is okay. So 4 up will kill a rifle team. No, he's okay. And then you have a bazooka.
But they're pinned.
Yep, they're already pinned.
Oh.
A mortar. So the mortar. So double save. He's okay. And then the rifle teams, basically these 3 guys can only see, it's basically like, I think it was the mortar.
With him.
Yeah, it is the mortar. So again, 6s.
How many shots have I got?
3. So 1 hit on him, and then there was another 2 teams that
I'll
can
do the
see.
save now.
He's okay, and then they can see 3 guys. So roll 2 dice, needing 6s. 1 more, so a save on the 3 up. He's okay, and then your own mortar will be hitting on a 7 because it's overworked as well, so no. Okay, and then your 3 shots onto the Jeep. 1 hit, 3 hits, sorry. It's hits on 3s.
And just save, isn't it?
It's 4 up save.
4 up save.
Looks like you're going to have to go in and assault him.
One of the match so far.
Why? He didn't turn out, like he didn't actually did anything.
If he killed, yeah.
Okay, then you've got 2 units of 6-pounders.
Give me time to think.
Okay, so these 6-pounders here firing at the mortars, it's long range concealed and they're hitting on 6s. No hits. Should have gone for the Shermans, you got 2 hits there.
Yeah.
And then these 2 6-pounders.
They're gonna fire with that lone.
Lonely. So
Yeah.
lonely. 4 shots hitting on 3s. All hits. 4 saves, Richard. 4s will equal. So 3 pens. 3 penetrating hits there.
So 4 is equal, is it?
4 would have equaled.
Yes, yeah.
He's dead.
Oh.
Okay, and that is your shooting. So we have an assault. Okay, so
Oh, they're magnetised. Oh, I thought we lost a pin.
okay, so so move those 3 teams in closest to closest. So I think you'll only be able to get 2 in, but then if one dies, the other one will be able to jump in at the back. Okay, so in. Oh no, it won't work out like that. Okay, right. Move the other guy there. Okay, and then Richard, you have 3 defensive fire shots. So hitting on 4s, 1. So a 3+ save, pass. Now, James, you have 3 swings hitting on 3s. You got them all. The Jeep's gone.
Dead.
So smoke for him. We treat as wreck, and then that whole unit gets to move 4 inches. Okay, so an American turn 5. Richard, you have a pinned down American paratrooper unit that you're rallying on a 3+. You
Yes.
do, and then you have a last stand on your mortar Jeep on a 5+, which fails, so they finally go away. And we go into your turn 5.
What's that 2? That's just...
Okay, so the Shermans have moved off the ridge and are heading this way. The Lees have gone into the side of the 6-pounders, so if they go in, well, if one of them goes in on the end here, there will be no defensive fire, even from the 25-pounder, because it's too far away. And the paratroopers have remained stationary, so we are going into American shooting. Okay, repeat bombardment from the assault guns onto the 6-pounders.
Yeah.
So 2 guys under the template, hitting on 4s, both hit. So double save on 3. So first one bad, second one.
Cocked.
Okay, so
one's
one
done.
potential on a 4. He's
No.
okay, but pinned, of course. Okay, the HQ is now opened up 8 machine gun shots into the 6-pounders, hitting on 5s. And we have
Pins.
1, yep, so they're pinned, and one of them has 3 saves to make, and the other one has 2. So the one with 3 is okay, and the guy with 2 is bad. So 2 6-ups.
How do you decide which one it is?
I'd say that guy the furthest away. Dead
Dead.
and pinned. Okay, mortars are trying to range in by here, needing a 5. So first attempt.
Yeah. Could I do it in a way where they don't clip? No, not really with the angle. No.
First attempt.
First attempt.
Nope.
No.
Second attempt. No.
No.
Final attempt.
Oh.
No. So no marker by here. And then you said the Shermans are opening up onto the 6-pounders, yeah?
Yeah.
Main guns.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 8 shots. 4s normally. 5 for concealment. 6s for stabilizers. 1 hit.
1 hit.
1 save. Pass. Okay, and then it's on to your
Is it 3+ on the 6-pounders, is it? Yeah.
3+ save. And then you got the paratroopers. Are they going to do anything?
Are those who are dug in?
Yeah.
These aren't dug in by here.
I'm worried about an assault. I'm pinned at the moment.
No, you're not pinned.
So they're hitting me on 5s.
6s if they're gone to ground, 5s if they're not.
I'm worried about this. How many can fire? Only a couple.
I'll have a look. Okay, so the paratroopers are firing. They're firing their mortar, so if they put it by there, obviously that will get everyone.
On a 3.
But you're ranging on a 3. So first attempt, got it. Okay, so there are 7 rifle teams under there, Richard, that you're hitting on 4s, but you have to re-roll.
7.
So there's 3 potentials.
But we roll them.
Re-rolling. So 1.
But they're pinned.
They're pinned, and then... No, you still have a save.
Lots of hope there, James.
Okay. So a save, 3 plus save come in. He's okay, and then 2 dice for the Piat.
Yep.
Another Piat, the boys anti-tank, who's missed, and then the mortar, who's also missed.
Well, I pinned them, that's
So
it.
you've pinned them, but no, they're the wrong side for a reroll. Okay, and that is it. That is your turn.
Yeah. I
So
think that
now
was
we
all
go
I think.
into British turn 5. British turn 5. We have 3 rally
Oh,
tests.
assault.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's do your assault then. So just move the one guy in because
This one?
otherwise, yeah, that one.
Can't believe I missed the chance to
Okay.
potentially kill those thingies.
So 5 up to kill. Nope.
No.
You counter on a.
3?
It would be a.
Just 3.
Yeah, it is 3.
Yeah.
Fearless on a 3. They do, and then you're hitting on a 4 because of the assault. No, and then you counter attack on a 4, but you get to re-roll this, of course.
Yeah.
Pass, and then again swing on a 5.
No.
Get a 1, so again counter attack. You do,
No.
swing. You miss. counter.
Counter. No.
But you re-roll your HQ.
Oh. Yes.
Right, swing on a 5. No.
Oh.
Counter attack. Yes. Swinging. No. Counter attack. Yes.
Yes. 4.
Yep. Swinging. No. Counter attack. Yes.
So-
Swinging. Is a hit.
Oh.
Don't roll a 1, Richard.
What do they hit me on then?
He's hitting you on a 4.
Oh, with his, so he doesn't use his gun.
No.
Ah!
So you bailed. So you counter attack now. No, he won't be because you didn't use him as an assaulting team. So you
Can I counter with him?
no, because you didn't put him in as an assaulting team. So I think he backs away 6 inches and he dies.
Okay.
Yeah, because you did.
We'll check that. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because you didn't use him as an assaulting team.
Yeah.
I guess no, and that is the assaulting unit. So I guess no.
Okay.
Yeah, so move him 6 inches away
Ah.
and he dies. But you won't have the last stand because he's a HQ tank.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do, Richard, you get to counter attack and you'll be able to move that guy in.
Yeah.
And I guess you could have done that every time you passed your counter attack. So a 4 up, you do. So move him in and then on a 5 you kill. Get 3. So James counter attack again.
Query though.
No defense because he's already in the assault. So you pass your counter, swinging on a 4, no, and then you counter attack again.
Oh
But
no.
you get a reroll. No.
No.
So yeah, so
No, it is. And
Yeah.
does he die then?
he does die.
Oh.
So but make sure he's outside of 6 inches. Right.
Jeez.
Anyone help us out on the comments with that one?
Well, it didn't make any difference in the end. But
Yeah, but maybe that guy could have come in earlier.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'd bring any more.
Though, surely you would have been side by side, so I would have had the defensive fire to start though.
Yeah, but it's the second time, that first time Richard did the counter attack.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So is he outside of 6? So,
well,
okay.
roughly, yeah.
Okay. And then you get to consolidate your guy.
2 inches.
That's not 6 inches, Rich.
Oh, sorry. There.
Okay, there you go. So you can change the facing on him, James, which would be handy. Okay.
Would he lose his foxholes?
No, because he's still in his foxhole.
Oh,
You
okay.
just rotate.
Yeah.
If that's okay. And that's it. So now we go into British turn 5. British
do
turn
that.
5. We have 1, 2, 3 pinned down units. So which one first?
So,
Infantry on a 4. Yep. These of course on a 3 because we know. No. The other 6-pounders on a 3. No. And then a last stand on this guy on a 3+. No,
Oh,
that's
good.
a shame. Okay, British movement. The Honeys have moved around the side of the American paratroopers by here. 3rd platoon is moving up into assault position, and the HQ has done a dash to the tracks and then a follow me over to help out. 1st platoon is remaining still, and 2nd platoon has pushed some troops up as a blocking force to stop the Shermans getting within 8 of this objective. Maybe they could come down this way, but we will see. So now we go into British shooting, and I've been informed these guys will be firing a smoke barrage. Okay, so the smoke barrage is going to start there and go across. So 3 attempts, just roll them up. And yep, you've got it. So that is smoke going across there. Okay, next up, the 25 pounders are firing direct and split firing. So 2 are going to be firing at the HQ Lee, and then 1 is going long range, no concealment, onto the Shermans. What's firing first? Sherman, so that's going to be 4s for range. No hits, and then 4 shots hitting on 3s on the Lee. That's 4 hits, so it'll be 4s to equal. I'll give you one more.
Is it 3 or 4?
No, front arm is 5.
Yeah.
But that's 2 equals, so 2 3 pluses.
Yep.
So just bails.
1. Okay.
So if it had been a double bail, it would have been a motivation, but that's unfortunate. Next up shooting, the 2 6-pounders who are pinned. So 2 shots, so that's going to be 3s normally, 4s for concealment.
Can anybody inside? No.
No. Okay. 1 hit. So front arm is 6, so 3 to equal. Yes, bounce. Honeys are firing next, so that's 15 shots hitting on 5s this time. So first one, we got 1.
Okay, I'll go
No,
save.
wait a sec, we'll sign them first. And then we got 2 more. And then 5 more shots coming in. 3, so 3 6s. So I guess all rifle teams. You can't stop, you're too close.
Oh, yeah.
So 3 saves, all pass.
I'll pass.
Okay, so the rifle teams did try firing as well, but they all missed, so we'll be going into an assault. Okay, so defensive fire for the Americans, they're not pinned, but we'll be +1 for the tall terrain and +1 for the smoke as well. We believe it does stack, so it'll be 6s. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots hitting on 6s.
Okay. And they can fire in the tall because it's within 6 inches.
Yeah, it's within 6, so everyone will be able to see everyone. So
Brilliant. So how many dice?
So 11.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Roll
5.
1 hit.
Yeah. And then 6.
3 hits
3
total,
hits.
James. 3 saves. 3 straight saves. 1 die, so 1 breaks off from there. So you have a guy swinging, hitting the mortar on a 3-up, James. You hit, so mortar is dead. Then you have 2 guys hitting this guy. He dies, and then 2 guys onto unit leader. He dies. He gets replaced, and then Rich, you get to counterattack on a 3-up. Pass.
Yeah.
And then everything.
Can I decide just to run away? I can decide just to run away though.
Yeah, you can break off. Make sure you're outside of 6 inches
What's their counter though?
3. Same as yours. British Bulldog.
And if I run away, it has to be outside of 6 inches.
Outside of 6 of the assaulting team, yeah.
So they're just within 8.
Just check that was enough of your tactical move. So
Tacticals.
Tactical's 8, so those guys by there might be in a bit of trouble.
Oh, okay.
But you've moved them now, so we don't know where they originally were.
Well, they were thing to thing, weren't they?
No, they
No,
were.
because you didn't actually attack, you broke off.
So you reckon I won't be able to do that?
Some of them will, some of them won't.
Oh, okay, if they won't, I'll counter.
Okay, so roll your counter to fit. Did you?
I
Yeah,
passed my counter.
Okay,
And then
right.
one to
So
break off.
let's get them in.
So if I ran away, I'd lose the front 2 probably.
We never had a chance to measure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a guy swinging, hitting on a 3 here.
Yes.
Yep. And a 3 here.
Yes.
Yep. And then a 3 by there. No. And then James gets a counter on a 3-up, which he passes, so it goes in, and in. So going left to right, hitting on a 3. We get a 1, hitting on a 3. We get a 5, so kill. And then again, hitting on a 3. No. Right, then try the counter.
Yeah.
No. You do have your lucky card though.
Yes, lucky. So is that a reroll?
That's a reroll. They're
Yes.
back in, so you can go there. So swinging on a 3 by there. Yep.
Yes.
Swinging on a 4.
Yes.
And then finally on a 3.
No.
So James get a counter again. If you kill one more, they are last standing. 1, but you get a reroll for the HQ. No. So you break off outside of 6 inches and you get the consolidate.
And I just consolidate back into my foxholes.
Yeah. And you're pinned. And James is pinned as well.
Yeah. Wow, what a fight. What a fight. Oops, this.
Okay, and that is it. So now we go into American turn 6. Okay, American turn 6, 2 dice to get your HQ back in.
Could I assault with the honeys there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can assault with the honeys. Okay. Okay, so you'll contact this guy by here. Richard does get to fire with the bazooka. So 2 cross checks first, though, James, to get in there. What's the cross checks? Is it 3? I think it's a 3 plus.
3.
Okay,
So only one.
he fails, and then you got another one that can connect with. No, so
No.
he stops with it. So 1 shot. It's going to be 4s normally. It'll be 3s normally. 4s for the terrain and a 5 because you're overworked.
Yeah. Because I'm pinned.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So swing then, James, on a 4 plus, I believe. Kill.
Oh.
And then you again get to counter attack. Fail.
No.
So get outside the 6 inches of those guys.
So does that guy move to where he killed a guy?
You get to now consolidate 4 inches. So make sure they're 6 inches away from these guys.
Yeah. So 6 inches away from those guys, which they comfortably can be, and still be within
Yeah, you
8
should.
of the objective.
Okay, and now James, you get to consolidate 4 inches. But remember, if you go into the terrain, you need to do little cross checks.
Well, one of them is in.
Yeah, so he's like on the edge. So if you want to move again, you test.
Do you reckon that's fine?
Yeah, why not? Okay, now we're into American turn 6. So 2 dice, Rich, to try and get your HQ in on 4s. Aye. No. And then a 3 plus to rally your paratroopers.
Yes.
You do on a 4 and last stand on a 3.
Yes.
They pass. So we're continuing with your movement.
They're my men with them.
Okay, so Shermans have moved to try and get an assault range on these guys here. Couldn't get within 8 here. And the paratroopers have dug in by here. And that is it. So now we're going into American shooting. Okay, so we're going to fire the guy who has open shots on them first. So I think you have 2 50s and 2 30s firing.
Yeah,
So,
but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not in foxholes, are they?
Should we roll them separately?
3 hits. No, because they're not in.
these guys are in the open. So what we'll put these as 1s so we know.
Yep.
Okay, and then you have 6 more 50 cals that are hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
So roll that by here if you can. So that is 3 more.
3 more, so they're pinned.
Okay, so these ones will mark as 6s. So that can go there, there, and there, and then you got 6 more 30 cals.
Okay.
1 more hit. So we'll just have that as a 5.
Okay.
Okay, so roll the 3 guys who have no bulletproof cover, because then get them out of the way, because then that's just simple. So, yeah, that one survives, that guy dead, other guy survives, so.
Oh, still good to get into combat though, which is the key thing.
Okay, right, and then there's a 50 cal save here. Gone. 50 cal save up there. Gone. Another 50 cal save by there. Gone. And then a 30. potential,
Yep.
and another 30 here, potential. So a 6,
No.
6.
No.
So one guy dies, and of course
All that.
they're pinned.
Yep.
Assault guns firing, so
One.
a repeat bombardment, so one hit, pass the save. Okay, and then he's still going to try and range in to get that lot over there. Okay, so ranging in is going to be by there, so needing a 5.
Or should I just go for... I'll just go for... Can I get him in the open?
No, we tried that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Nope.
No.
Second attempt.
No.
Final attempt. No. Okay. Done. And your paratroopers probably will not fire. Okay. So it's assaults. Right. 2 Shermans have made it into assault. Of course, no boys left, so no defensive fire. So 2 swings, Richard, on 5s. So first one no, second one no. James gets the counter attack on a 3+, which he passes. So technically they can all go in. So he goes there. Yeah, and he goes there. So you'll have 2 swings there hitting on 3s. 2 hits, and then another swing on a 3. No. Yes. So 2 saves there, Richard. Don't roll 1s. Okay, and then 1 more. He's okay. So then you counter attack on a 4+.
Yes.
Which you do, and then again swinging on 5s.
First one.
No.
I can't roll 5s.
Counter attack. Well, now you can't. James counter attacks and again swinging again. So 2 dice on 3s, 1 hit, and then 1 more. So just a 1 save. A 1. So that tank there is bailed.
Yeah.
As a bailed marker by.
Does he have to run away then?
Not yet, because you still got a guy who can jump in.
I thought that you had to Oh no, if 2 are destroyed, is it? Or
oh no, that's defensive fire. So you counter attack and then you swing. You miss, and now there's 3 swings onto him. So first miss, but 2 more because
2 more you can just
So I have
roll.
to counter attack.
Oh yeah,
So
that's right.
I don't counter attack.
Good. So well
Well done, James.
Well done. So they have to get outside of 6 inches, and you get to consolidate your unit
Within
4
it.
inches.
Annoying as hell.
But it's very bad. I didn't manage to get those
But
up.
4-inch consolidate. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Americans have got 1 Sherman within 8 of this objective, and now we go into British turn 6. So we go rally test by here, there, and the 6-pounders. Which one do you want to do first?
Start just going across.
This one? But you get a reroll, which is still fail. And then you got these guys who pass, and then the 6-pounders fail. And no last stands, so you go into movement. British movement is done, so the HQ and the other platoon, first platoon, have moved over to assault. The honeys have moved around to here, and that was it for movement. So shooting wise, was it the 25-pounders first?
Let's start with 6 pounders.
Oh.
They can shoot at that.
Okay, so again, it's still long range concealed, 2 shots, 1 hit. So yeah, it will be on the easier guy back here. So your armour is
4.
which will be a 5 for range, so 4 to equal. So a 4 to kill. Kill. So we got a popped Sherman by there. Next.
And that will be the 25-pounders.
So 25-pounders again, I guess, going to split 2 onto the Shermans, 1 onto the... Yeah, so what are you doing first?
We'll do the ground first.
The Lee first, so 2 shots hitting on 3s, 1 hit. So a 4 to equal, so pen, kill. So the Lee HQ is gone.
He's been disappointed.
And then 4 shots hitting on 3s, 2 hits. Now you assign them, but Richard can swap them.
Yeah, so I'm going to swap it to further away. No, I can't. Is that in short range? They all within short range.
So what 1 hit will be...
Short range. And then he's short range.
So if I swapped that...
Ideally,
can I
Richard...
swap that from there to there?
Yes.
Yes, I'll do that.
And that will say that one's a long range one, and that one will be short. You do swap.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Now your saves. So this guy, so that is short range. So a 3 will equal 2. So a 3 will kill. kills.
Oh,
And then the one who is long range is now front armor 7.
Yep.
So will equal on a 2.
No!
And a 3 will kill James. Kills.
Oh.
So they're last standing as well.
What a shame.
And I think maybe the 25 pounders have maybe got man of the match here. Okay. And that's it. Next, the honeys are opening up onto the paratroopers. They are concealed on the ground, so 6s. So first 4 shots. Gives nothing. Gives nothing again. And gives nothing again. And then you have some infantry, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 shots at the moment, again needing 6s, 1 hit, and then the mortar that will need a 7. No. So 1 save for you, Richard. Fail. And then
Pass.
pass. Fail for you, James. And then I think the HQ just has 2 shots. 1 hit.
Okay.
Fail.
Failed.
Need a 6.
No.
And that is shooting done. Oh, I suppose you could fire the mortar from that platoon, which again will be hitting on a 7 because they're pinned. No. So that is it.
Assaults.
It is assaults because obviously these mortars aren't really going to be able to do anything. So, what do you want to assault with first? So the HQ can combine with that infantry platoon. So move them 4 inches closest to closest.
So all of these guys would have to go onto him, wouldn't they?
So essentially he can connect with him because as long as they can, I know it's like technically closest to closest, but as long as they can connect, so he'll go in there, and then 1 will be able to tag along, and then you got your HQ and 2 IC can go on to someone as well.
Same person. Do they have to be on the same person?
No, don't have to go to the same person. I think that would open up another 1 to yeah. Okay, you still get your defensive fire though, so you get 2 shots from just fire 3 shots hitting on 4s. 2 hits, so 2 saves. Both survive. Okay, so you have 2 guys hitting on 3s by here, and then you have 2 guys hitting on 4s. Kill, and then 2 more guys hitting on 3s. Kill. So that's the paratroopers gone.
Done. I think they've done the
So
best.
they can consolidate. We can do that on your own time. And then, are you going to try and assault with your 2 teams onto that guy? No. So they're gone to ground, and we go into American turn 7.
He's been a pain in the backside all game.
Go into American turn 7. You have 1 dice to last stand on a 4 plus. Stays. So you basically need to get rid of that unit, but you're danger close pretty much, so you kind of just have to force their way off them basically. Yeah. But if you do assault, don't assault that guy because that will bring this guy into defensive fire range.
40.
Okay. The assault gun, so there was no movement. The assault gun ranged in here first attempt and managed to kill a rifle team.
Yeah, he's going for those 2.
No, different marker.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So it's by here. So the mortars are now going to try and range in by here because they've failed a couple of times now. First attempt, no. Second attempt, no.
Oh, mortars! No!
Mortars again, not ranged in. So now the Sherman gets to fire.
Yeah, and he'll fire his normals.
Yeah,
so
I think fire, you're moving right to fire so you can.
Why am I moving?
Because you can't assault
Oh, okay.
otherwise.
So they're the same then because he's not in any cover?
Yep, so it'll just be hitting on 6s because they've gone to ground concealed. No hits. So go into assault then.
Yep. Into him so he doesn't get there.
Okay, swinging, hitting on a 5. No. James counters
Can't
on
run
a
5 in assaults.
Yeah, so he will be able to get in and he'll be able to get in. So hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Don't roll 1s.
No.
But there's another one.
Oh! He's dead, isn't he?
He's bailed.
Yes,
but then he's dead, so that is game.
Ah, well done.
Finally.
Dreadful.
Third time lucky.
Yeah, it's a third chance.
Okay, so we've decided the MVP. So James has picked the 6-pounders that are on the ridge because they basically halted this advance. I think they did plug away at a couple of people here and there, and took out a Lee HQ after some ambiguous stuff. And Richard's gone for the Shermans because they took out the Grants and had a chance at the end. 25 pounders came very close to MVP since they cleared up the board.
Yeah, I thought they were the best. And my Paras came close just for the amount of time they held on and carnage they caused. But,
it would turn out that only your stuarts roll 5-ups in assaults.
Yes.
Yes. But just the sheer weight of infantry platoons down here for James did enough against the paratroopers. Surprised you didn't have like a tank unit to come on.
Well, I was hoping that if I could just come in and dig in, which was what I...
Yeah, I suppose you had to get rid of him.
I think the weight of infantry. I basically had 2 full platoons to call on.
Yeah, but the idea was that you had to put all that in, and ideally I wouldn't have blown up that, so...
That's why these guys are so, like, they held you that weight.
Ideally I'd have had... It would have just... Yeah, caused... But I can see having a tank unit, and maybe the infantry would have done better against the 6-pounders, so... I don't know. But that was my thought, is just to get there and dig in and be a nuisance.
Yeah, it was a good game though to watch.
Yeah.
But so VP wise, you only lost 2 units, James. You lost your Grants and your
6-pounders.
So that would put you on a not stunning but a major victory. Yeah. So a good
feels about right.
A good standing. Well, Rich, for quite some time, if you'd won the game, you were on a minor victory. You lost a lot of stuff. But again, your formation hasn't broken because you still got 2 units left.
These guys, yeah.
Yeah, that's just good strong formations. But we have mine and Dave's game coming up, and whoever wins that will play James, and whoever loses that will be playing Richard. So, well, I'd like to win. So that would mean we'd have 2 defensive lists up against each other.
2 attacking ones, that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I think this list against that German list would be interesting. So we'll see. But he's got a very good list, and I'm going to have to cling on. But there we go. So until then, stay safe.